Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? We're here with another episode of Let's Vibe TV. And this is an extra special edition. Typically, it's Ladies Night on Wednesday. But today, Daz Exotic is bringing you Ladies Night, a special edition with the extra special guest tonight. Y'all know the vibes. They're always high. We're always off the Richter, off the charts, but especially on Ladies Night and the feeling's right. Yeah, it's Ladies Night. Oh, what a night. Yo, and today, introducing, you already know who it is. Yo, y'all like, share. Drop a comment. Let me know you're in here. I see y'all coming in the building. Before I introduce the first queen of the night and my co-host, who y'all have grown so familiar with, Miss ASHLI, motherfucking Phoenix.
Hey,
what's
up? How you doing?
Look at you. You acting like you from New Jersey tonight.
You know, I'm
she
feeling pretty new.
She got that big city. Jersey part. You got that big city swag for sure going on tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yo, our guest tonight is fire and has some features with the biggest artist in the game and has some of the hardest bars in the female rap game. We gotta give her flowers. Yo, before I introduce her though, I think we're gonna do it a little bit different. I gotta play one of her bangers to kick it off. Let more people come into the building a little bit. We're gonna kick it off with the Sexy Psycho song with Twista, Make Me Crazy.
I don't know about y'all, but Twista and the Sexy Psycho, we both can say the streets made me crazy, cause that's where we from. Let's go.
See what keep cooking up that.
You better watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I'm trying to change how I get down, but you know that I came from the streets.
When you approaching me, command me appropriate. I'm with some courtesy, acting accordingly, showing your gratitude. I wanna feel it, better reveal it, cause I am unstable. I cannot control it, and I got an attitude. I get it poppin' when it's no option, cause I don't know better. I am a product of my environment, my actions are violent. Come at me and I'm coming out fire, and I'm a lion and I'm here with a lioness, and ain't no defying us. Who would've thought our lyrics could be weaponized? From a pesticide, making them all step aside. If you don't comply with the order to show some respect, I guarantee the revolution will be televised. Kill 'em, ain't no discussion, and plus we on the grind. Adam and Eve of destruction, and ain't nowhere to hide. Street couple coming with nothing but money on the mind. Mentally Bonnie and Clyde on Chucky and his bride. Kinda like when you approaching a mobster. Kinda like when you close to a monster. Be genuinely speaking to me and then you will see that I'm cool. If not, then I don't wanna bother. Think about it when you talk, cause I come from the shop. And you fucking with somebody that come from the south. And we working on our tempers. Until then, pay attention to the words that come out your mouth.
You better watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I'm trying to change how I get down, but you know that I came from the street. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. What it went through made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. What I went through made me crazy.
You can see it in my eyes that I'm crazy, so don't come at me fugazi, cause that ain't something I'ma tolerate. Don't be talking up the side of your neck, you better show some respect. Can't you speak to me any kind of way? Cause I spent too many years in the gutter, you better check it or shut up. I get enraged, although I'm trying to change. You don't wanna step into the mind of a maniac. Michael Myers is hanging out, now make no mistake that I'm deranged. Come correctly or you ain't getting the time of day. If you push me, then get ready for a tidal wave. Break the words right out your mouth and circumnavigate. You ain't straight. How literally I dominate and annihilate. Trying to turn a new leaf, I'm trying to wipe a slate. Don't make me go to old ways and show you I don't play. It ain't a game, it's my life on the line. You know the saying, get rich or die trying. I had to struggle, had to earn every dime. Forged in the fire, see it in my eyes. Chopping with legends and putting respect on my name. Revving my engine and putting the pressure on you lanes. Repping the bat and snake, you can tell that I am strange. Don't be fooled by my smiley face, I am insane.
Better watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I'm trying to change how I get down, but you know that I came from the street. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. What I went through made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. It made me crazy. What I went through made me crazy.
Damn, and what a powerful message at the end. Wow, that's incredible. Rest in peace. And pursue your dreams, y'all. Damn, that hit me kind of heavy. We're gonna be getting into all of that now. We gotta bring this to the stage. The art. Oh, well, hold on one second. It seems like how have you been? What you been up to? How have you been? Okay, she's back. She's back in the building. She's back in the building. Yo, with no further ado, obviously the video editor, the MC, the songstress, the sexy psycho, Jay IRJA is in the motherfucking building.
I literally
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's up?
I
How are
literally
you
can't hear you.
doing?
Oh, Jesus. Fucking I'm gonna try logging in on my other phone. Like, it's literally not letting me. It's being real weird.
Can you hear us right now?
Fucking technology.
Oh, I don't even think
she couldn't
Hold
hear
on,
us.
let me see.
Well, sexy IRJA.
Yeah, it was just working, and then now
the
it's not
sexy
working.
psycho
I think it's
is
like
in the
fucking
building.
Solar flares or something. I don't know. See, like I can't hear anything. It's not coming out of there.
Okay, we
Okay,
got
there we
you
go.
on-
There we go. On my
Okay, can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you.
Hey,
All right.
let's go. We're in the motherfucking building with the sexy psycho.
One more time.
What's up?
It is an honor to it's an honor to have you. I heard you got you got a lot of exciting news in your life lately.
Yes.
You got a brand new dog.
Yeah, I was trying to get him over here, but he just barked at Kenny because he tried to take him away from my brother, his uncle, and he's like a fucking uncle's dog.
Yeah, you just got a brand new dog. So congratulations. What up? We got Roberto in the building. Yeah, shout out to the message at the end of your video. That's heavy. We're about to see your dog, y'all. Share. Like. I see y'all in the building showing out. What up, Milk?
So funny enough, like it's kind of an interesting story how I got my dog. So I don't know. A lot of people look at me. They don't really like know me, like me. You know what I'm saying? Like they just look at, oh, crazy, blah blah, whatever the fuck. But I hope I can swear because I'm gonna swear. Can I swear?
Of course. This Let's Vibe
What?
TV,
What
baby.
the fuck?
You're
The
like-
First Amendment is.
What the fucking fuck?
Find like 20 grand for me swearing or some shit. So I was like, oh,
Oh dang! Really?
I like when you do like major broadcasts and stuff. Like you can't do that. You know, like so sometimes it's nice about that. But so there was a homeless lady across the street. Well, okay, so I was on my way to work. I run a strip club. I'm a VIP manager. That's what I do, like for my 9 to 5, which is not a 9 to 5, but you know what I mean. So I work for a huge corporation. I run a strip club, and I was on my way to work, and I stopped at the gas station. I saw this homeless lady, right, with a dog, and I'm like, and it looked just like my other little dog. I'm like, damn, bro, your dog looks like my dog. And I'm like, you know, tell me the story about your dog. The dog was limping, tried to get to me. She couldn't really take care of it. I tried to get the dog from her, and she's like, no, I want to keep the dog. And I'm like, hey, bro, like, well, its leg is dangling off the back of its body. Like, his leg is bad. Yeah. So I had like this obsession with trying to find this lady because I had to go to work. I'm like, all right, fuck. So I went to work, and then like obsession trying to find this lady, like stopping every homeless person I saw. I'm like, do you know where Penny with the dog is? Like, you know, like trying to get to.
So you had to hunt the dog down.
Yeah. So, and then I went to the cashier of the QT. I see him all the time after work. And I'm like, hey, man, if you see, like, Penny with the dog, like, give her my card, dude, because, like, I'm trying to take care of the dog. Like, the dog needs to go to the vet. So, in the middle of my shift 2 days ago, I'm, like, about to run a VIP room. And they're like, hey, man, this homeless lady with the dog is outside looking for you. Oh, shit. So, like, run down, like, I fly down the stairs. And she's like, yeah, I'll let you take him to the vet. I'm like, bro, like, hey, man, like, why don't we just do like an adoption situation? Like, I'll give you, you know, and she's like, I don't know. I'm like, look, dude, I'm gonna give you $200. Give me the dog. I'm not gonna like stop you from seeing her. You know, I want you guys to be able to have a relationship, but you know, it's just about being, you know, like the responsible parent and knowing.
Penny can't see that dog no more. No more Penny with the dog.
Well, no,
She's in good care now.
I know, but I would. This is the thing. I would let her. I'm obviously gonna let her see him because she was responsible enough to be like, hey, I can't take care of it. You know what I mean?
Amateur.
So I'm I don't know. I'm just that kind of person. Like I was homeless at one point in my life. I went through a lot of shit in my life, so I never looked down upon people. And I'm like,
well, deeper than that, the dog was hurt.
yeah,
That's why Penny loses privileges. That's the number one problem I got.
She found him injured like that.
Oh.
So they
and
put
did it,
him in a park, and she tried her best to take care of him.
so shout out Penny.
Right.
Penny's a real one and brought
Tiny
you the
wee
dog.
She tried to foster the couldn't, you know, didn't have the resources, didn't have the money, you know, like, and knew, like, when I came to be like, hey, I'm gonna help you out, like, she knew, she's like, I have to give you this dog, like she's not gonna be taken care of if not. So now, like, I'm kind of working with her. I'm trying to get, like, sponsor her to get her into, like, rehab and stuff like that, and try and get her off the streets and shit.
Wow.
I mean, that's
You're so true to yourself and dual sided. It's incredible. And that's one thing that I found really like the number one thing that stood out to me about your music. And bye pup. Let's give the puppy a round of applause.
Dude, this is okay. So you saw that dog. This is the dog I rescued from El Paso. Look at alike, don't they?
You're
That dog
the
looked like the other dog. You could have picked up the same dog. I would have been like,
Nope. This is Maximilian Rex. The other one is Junior. This guy was I rescued him from El Paso from a shelter. Like
El Paso, Illinois.
No, El Paso, Texas. Like
okay.
Border from Juarez. I was running a strip club, like literally a quarter mile away from the murder capital of the fucking world, literally.
Okay, I know you're from the Midwest, so that's why I asked. There's definitely, I'm from Illinois myself. I live in Atlanta now.
Oh, I stay in Atlanta.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I had a radio show called On the Hustle. It was based out of College Park, and I stayed in Lawrenceville. I actually worked at Oasis.
I'm in Lawrenceville right the fuck now.
Okay, you know where Oasis Good Time Emporium is?
Hell no.
What do you mean? It's right down the street.
I've only been out here for like 2 weeks.
Oh.
What up? What up, Voodoo Eyes in the building? What up, LB Sickening? What up, Mr. Munoz? J Life in the motherfucking building. Share, like. We like to play we play a game here. We play a game here called This or That, right?
Jesus. All
And
right.
so we have some this or that questions for you before we get into the interview, where we get into more in depth about it. Into everything you've got going on. You got a lot going on. And so we'd like to cover it. But before that, we're gonna play our legendary game. Yo, y'all in the crowd, you know what to do. Interact, play along with us. So we gonna kick it off, and as Lady Night, as usual, the Phoenix asked the first question for you.
All right. So I must know, Snow the Product or Nicki Minaj?
Okay. So that's kind of an unfair question because it depends on what you're judging them on. Does that make sense? So Nicki Minaj, you can't. I will not tolerate anybody talking shit about Nicki Minaj because that lady opened so many doors for females. As far as like, she was the first like mega star female rapper. Like, you can't fucking deny that. There's no taking that away from her. Everything that came after her was kind of copied. Like, it really was. Like, as far as mainstream, of course. So Snow the Product, not quite sure why she isn't picked up like mainstream wise. I don't know like the whole backstory behind it. I do know that
she is signed to Universal, I believe.
Yeah, but she's not like on the radio, and like we're talking mainstream.
She's not pushed properly.
Well, it might be that, or it might be that she actually gets to retain more of her money by staying more independent the way that she is. So I don't know her personally, and I don't know her business situation personally. So I can't really speak on that. But as far as like bars, to be honest, I'm going with Nicki, bro. Like, and it's just because Nicki is so
damn. Now, a lot of people will try to say that Snow raps better than Nicki.
I don't agree with that. I feel like sometimes it feels, and this is just a real, honest, real life opinion, you know, like, and everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I'm just saying what I heard, you know, and like I said, I don't know her personally. I think she's great. Both of them are amazing.
Well, and that's the whole thing. The game is supposed to be challenged, like tough choices, but always respectable choices. It's like picking the lesser of two evils, damn near, because everybody's great.
I don't necessarily like, sometimes I feel like when rappers rap fast, they like try to rhyme too hard and like try to go too fast and like trying so fucking hard. It's like, okay, just fucking rap what you have to say.
Yeah.
So I used to kind of be like that, and now I'm more evolved into, like, as you'll see with my new music that's going to come out. I'm more
even your old stuff, the songwriting was there. You care very much about meaning,
but now I rap kind of how I talk. Does that make sense? Like,
yes.
I rap fast, I rap very lyrical, but I don't sit there and think about what I'm gonna say anymore. It just fucking comes out like it's structured like it's structured. It's said how it's said. Sometimes I feel like there's just a little bit too much. I'm fucking trying too hard, and I don't like the I'm trying too hard. Just give the message that, you know what I mean? Like,
right? Yes.
And I'm just not.
But you seem very comfortable when you're barring it up. You sound very comfortable when you're barring it up.
Like, people are like, oh, that's an A-list. You could never be better technically than you were. I'm like, nah, maybe not technically, but now I'm more comfortable with myself. So I'm more comfortable.
You're not trying to show your ass. You've already shown, right?
My ass.
So,
fucking rap. Now I don't have to prove it anymore. I don't need to prove it every fucking song. Now
Right.
vibe. I'm gonna give you some fucking good tracks that when you turn it on, you're gonna feel exactly how I feel, which you have felt before, but this is a different
Because
level.
that's my biggest problem with a lot of the artists that you work with. I feel like they're so busy rapping
Yeah.
versus making a good song. And that's what I love about the mainstream. I love the bars and energy and competitive nature of indie, but I love that they just want to make fire ass records
Now
in the mainstream.
these songs that I have coming out with this trilogy are gonna be totally different. So you're gonna see that.
Oh, even your joint with Royce that's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um
Royce the
so
5'9"
it's very
and
lyrical, but we're like really telling a story, really a picture, but giving you a feeling instead of being like so fucking technical. Like you'll see what I'm saying. Like our vibe was just right
yeah.
when that
Well, and we could tell from the pictures. The next this or that question is Lil Kim or Nicki. Some people in the comment section were like, Lil Kim was the first superstar. I have to beg to differ because she did not hit superstar status.
I hold up. Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj are two different fucking levels. Now, if Biggie wouldn't have died and all that stuff, we don't know what would have happened with Lil Kim, okay? But we have to go by sheer success in overall. I'm talking brand sponsorships. I'm talking being a household name. The Little Kim is not a household name. She's great. I love her. And trust me, I'm not saying I'm not going to go into the debate who's a better rapper. That's not what I'm going to do. But this is the thing. Nicki Minaj has another level of success that no other female rapper has ever gotten to or will ever get to. It's not gonna happen. Like, period. She has made something that's so respectable and so solid that I mean, and it's not me kissing her ass. It's being realistic. Like, bro, look at her.
Is she your dream feature?
What?
Is she your dream feature?
No, I would love to collaborate with Nicki Minaj. Obviously, it'd be fucking low not to. But I would say Eminem is my dream feature.
Okay.
Who?
Eminem.
Which sets Ashley. So that kind of says what the next question should be.
What?
Jay-Z or Eminem?
Oh god, that's a no-brainer. Eminem all day.
Damn.
Like
Damn.
zero.
Go.
Jay-Z has 0% chance with me. What?
Woo.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I think Jay-Z is a great businessman, but he is not a good lyricist like Eminem. There's 0%. Come on, dude. You can't.
They have very different stories that they paint through their music.
It's like fucking lyricism, bro. Like you can't. There's a 0%.
JB saying some. I gotta defend. Both of them say so much and give so many gems. I can tell by your music that like you love really connecting with your listener, and that's something that Eminem values and is able to do above anybody else.
Yep.
Even that story at the end, the song already hits home, talking about what in life makes you crazy, but that caption at the end was like the cherry on top.
Yeah, and that's but that's, to me, it just, I guess, I mean, you can like Jay-Z all you want to. That's great. But I think if Jay-Z didn't live this like flashy lifestyle and have the hottest wife and, you know, the baddest backseat bitch and all the fucking this, that, the other thing, like, it's drawn to him. That's just,
I feel like Jay-Z's music aged a little bit better, like as a collective catalog than Eminem's.
yeah, we completely 100% agree to disagree on that.
Oh, okay. I'm dealing with the sexy psycho. I gotta check myself.
Hell yeah, no. Like, all due respect, sir, fucking not no.
Yo.
But hey,
Respectfully, fuck off.
JLB Hood.
Sir, fuck no.
JLB Hood or King ISO?
Wait, what's the question?
JLB Hood or King ISO?
JL, for sure.
Really? Damn. Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Like, if you want to know why.
Yeah.
Get me shot or whatever. I don't really give a fuck. But
Yeah, because ISO in the comment section is going crazy right now.
I love. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I love ISO. I've met him. You know, all that stuff. But I also know these people personally. You know,
yeah.
Found them personally. JL has a different kind of vibe and energy. There's just something a little bit deeper there that I feel like
Wow.
he cheated. I feel like he kind of got cheated, to be honest. I feel like JL got cheated in a lot of fucking ways. Like he had like this story and his come up, and you know, like if they would have pushed him the way they're pushing ISO, like I mean, JL's more of a JL could have made it way bigger mainstream. ISO's not going to be a mainstream artist. It's not going to happen. It's not the type of music he makes. It's not going to happen. I will be come back and I owe you $1,000 if this guy goes mainstream.
She said she got a stack for you.
No, like I mean, and I like King ISO too. It's just
no, yeah, you've worked with both. Like in part of these,
got a respect for both of them, but I'm just saying, like sometimes, like we don't have to hear how crazy fucking every single second of every single day.
For sure.
And like I'm fucking nuts, but I'm still make like booty shaking music and shit like that. Like
damn, they're even saying King ISO ain't. Woo, they're saying you're not wrong.
I mean, it's true though. I mean, I just keep it 100, bro. Like, and if some people are not gonna like it, you know, but and like I said,
I noticed that from your interviews. Like,
yeah,
I do my research, you know, and I also like I know a lot of these. I'm a part of the scene too. I don't know if you're fully familiar with who I am. I appreciate you stepping on the platform. What up? We got Sheesh in the building. Omar, the freestyle god, is in the building. He's insane with it. You got the next question, Miss Phoenix.
Okay, sex appeal or bars?
Okay, so that depending on what your goal is. Obviously, yeah. I mean, look, me, obviously, I'm always going to go with fucking, you know, I'm a bars person, but at the same time, okay, I've always could rap, right? But I was like this corny bitch with no tits, no head tattoo, chunky, didn't have my body done, my teeth were falling out of my fucking head. At that point, when I did my first real freestyle, like Blessed with the Curse, I was hungry. I had to fucking be the best at bars because I was a corny, weird-looking bitch, right? And that's just reality.
That's so funny because I call that like when people started off ugly and then get hot. You can kind of tell because they have personality that people who just grew up hot don't have.
Like I wasn't hot. I had like, you know, a bandage over half my face. It's great. Like it started very young, like me being acne, scars, brain damage, you know, just fucking a weird kid, bro, and like went through a bunch of abuse and like.
You said brain damage? Did you say brain damage?
Actually do have
brain damage. And then follow it up with just weird shit, bro.
That's weird shit, bro, but it's true. I mean, that's a whole nother story, but you know, like
you said it like it's another Tuesday. That's a big deal.
Okay, when I was so I danced for many years and was a hoe for many years to fund my. I don't give a fuck what people think.
Ain't nothing funny about that, Ashley.
I love how honest she is. I watched another interview that you did before this, and I loved your energy and how honest you were. I was excited for this, so keep being you. I love it.
And you know, I did that for. Wait. See, this is my fucking brain damage shit. What was I just talking about? I'm talking about being a hoe.
How long you were stripping in a hoe?
What? You said you were hoeing to fund the going.
Oh, got it. Oh God, and pandering, slandering me and fucking rhyming all the time and fucking anyways.
Still rhyming.
But yeah, you know. Okay, so think about it. When I started. Whatever you want to call it, hoeing, hustling. Like girls these days are like, I'm a hustler. Like, okay, like you're gonna rub on a dick through somebody's fucking pants for $20, but you're not gonna fucking, jack them off for 20,000, you're dumb. Like, it's the same shit, except you're only getting paid $20. You're stupid.
Well, because they be coming in their little pants anyway.
Everybody likes when a girl rubs something. They be coming.
Never the hottest chick in the room when I started. I was never the hottest chick, nowhere close. I had to use this and this to make my fucking money. So when I started getting hot, you know, like, and I actually like when Kenny took me in, Kinfolk the plug, as you guys
shout out Ken, the CEO. Yep.
Yeah.
He
So,
linked this up.
When he took me in, I was fucking, oh my God, I was a hot mess. But anyways, but we gradually like built me to be what I saw myself as being, right? So like I was always had to.
Yeah, tell them about it for
I
sure.
had to out hustle. All the girls, I came to Dallas, the girls had titties, ass, perfect tans, fucking Mercedes Benzes. I pulled up in this shitty broken down fucking Impala with my teeth falling out, like shitty fucking crappy extensions that I had to hand wash in my hair. You know, like I was broke and I'm like, fuck, I got to figure out my way around this, and like really had to hustle, right? So going back to your question, like lyrics or sex appeal, your lyrics will make you appealing. What isn't here and what isn't comes out of here makes you appealing. You can outbar any sex appeal. You can. But when you have both, that's where the power is. So the looks are going to get you through the door. It's going to get people paying attention to you. It's going to get people looking like, oh, wow, she's hot. And then you have something to say too. They're like, holy shit.
Right. Well, and that's what made me ask that question, is because there's such a heavy emphasis on both with what you're with what you have going on. And so that's where I was like, which one? Which one?
But that's the dope part about it. Just like, okay, Megan Thee Stallion came out, right? And she was like, everyone's like, oh, all she's doing is twerking and sex appeal. But now you listen to her new music, and a lot of it is really lyrical. And she's got like these fucking punchlines and these bars that are murdering people. Like the bitch really got lyrics.
Yeah, no. And she's telling her story, and she gets better at it as she goes on.
So it's both, right? You have to be, in order to be super successful, you have to be heavy in both. Just like people are like, oh, it's not the best lyricist ever. I'm like, yeah, but
well, people get mad at it.
But listen, she still does her makeup to a T, hair is to a T. Like she's a prime example of I had to do myself up for 2 hours to make it look like I didn't try.
Right.
I mean, I didn't wake up like this.
I mean, I was gonna say, so like, and something that stood out to me that you talked about, you literally planned for years and invested and had to make a years long plan, knowing where you wanted to end up. Too many artists do not do that.
I knew that I would be in this body, in this position. I can't explain to you. Well, I'm a gypsy, first of all. So people always shy away from like, oh my God, that means you're a witch. Oh my God, you're going to cast a spell on me. I'm like, no, you're fucking bozo. Like, that's not what it, you know, like I'm a white witch. So I practice manifestation. I practice harnessing the power within. You know, like all positive light energy. But anyways, it's a whole nother story. You know, I knew since I was young what I was going to be. I didn't know how exactly I was going to get there, but I knew where I was going to be. I've been planning this for years. I used to tell people when I was a fucking like homeless, fucking alcoholic, and God knows what the fuck else I was doing that I can't, you know, say in front of polite company, that I would, like, one day I'm gonna have a song with Twista, I'm gonna have a video with Twista, I'm gonna have a song with Gorillaz Go.
And people probably thought you were crazy.
No, they literally told me, they're like, you must be smoking crack because that's a pipe dream. But guess what? Everything I said was going to happen is coming true. And one day people will take a clip from this fucking interview and they're going to be like, wow, everything she said is coming true. It's true. You know, like, it takes the right person to see. It's only going to take the right person to see me and decide, hey, yeah, I want to get behind her. Because that's all the difference between somebody like me and somebody that, like, honestly like Megan Thee Stallion or like, you know, a baby version of Nicki Minaj, because they have the machine, they have the power, they have all of that. And people are like, oh, well, Snow the Product independently. I'm like, no, the fuck she didn't. She was signed for a long fucking time. Okay. Like, no,
Yeah.
she's not independent. She wasn't independent. She has had a machine behind her for a long time. And that's not a negative thing. People are always like, oh my God, you're talking shit. No, I'm not. I'm telling you, without that, she's not where she is today, period. Point blank. That's reality.
So our next question, you have to ask, Ashley.
I just started all the shit by asking about Snow the Product. It's your turn, my boy.
No, that was an old question.
Product, by the way.
That was one of the first questions we asked.
So don't take that. I know someone's gonna take this shit out of context and say she was talking about Snow the Product, but I wasn't. I think she's great. So,
What? It's funny because you literally went from like you run a strip club. We're gonna get into all that in a second. The game is almost over, but what a crazy story. They got to turn the shit into a movie at some point for sure. It's got a little bit of everything. It's like a porno, a motivational, a gangster movie, all in
pressing ass fucking. Like, oh my God, dude, if I like, man, like if you even knew like half of this, a quarter of the shit that I went through, like it's sad. Like I have to literally pretend like I'm watching a movie when I look back at some of my memories because it's that like bad. It's that
yeah.
Some of the shit I went through. And I'm not saying that like as an exaggeration, like, dude, like really that fucking severe. Like for real.
And so the next this or that question, do you prefer singing or rapping?
Depending on my mood. So the funny thing is I hated, you know, I think part of the reason I wanted to be so connected into the rapping so much is because like I never got a chance to tell my story. So, you know, I never had a voice when I was younger. I grew up and my parents are gonna crucify me for saying this too, because they hate me. But anyways, whatever, I don't care. I grew up very Pentecostal.
Wow.
I wasn't allowed to be myself. When I told my mother I was gay, she said I was gonna go to hell. Like it was crazy growing up, you know, like just not having a voice. And I used to sing in church. So like feeling like church trapped me into a box is the exact reason why I fought back against like I don't want to sing ever again. Like my old manager, who was obviously a fucking pimp, you know, like he's like, you need to sing. And I'm like, no, bro, like I want to rap. I want to be the hardest fucking best rapper in the entire history of ever, you know, because I just knew that was like kind of my destiny, you know. But I literally recently found my voice again when I started to heal, like, and now I love to sing. For so long, like I purposely did not want to sing because it took me back to a place where I was vulnerable. It took me back to a place where people abused me. It took me back to a place of sadness and rapping and being in the streets and being a gangster and selling drugs and punching bitches in the face. That protected me. That protected me from
punching bitches in the face.
I mean, oh my God, you don't even want to know. Anyways, so
do the girls who work for you, they got to be terrified of you.
So I used to be a scary person. Like, I mean, just a very scary person. Like I look back and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck I'm even like here, you know, nothing short of the grace of God and the protection of my ancestors got me this far. That's for sure. But like, yeah, I mean, I was a scary fucking person and I wanted to be because I was going to make sure that nobody ever raped me again. I was going to make sure that nobody ever bullied me again. I was going to make sure nobody ever sex trafficked me again. I was going to make sure nobody ever stole from me again. And I was going to make sure everybody fucking saw me fucking coming. So they fucking knew, stay the fuck out of this bitch's way. You know, and that's why I became this person, because I was like, no, it's time for me to fight back. You know, so when I started healing and realizing that there was strength and I had protection and I had people on my side, you know, like, and I didn't have to fight and, you know, so much anymore. That's when singing, I really was able to really start singing again and find my voice. Like, it's like emotional to even talk about, because like I used to like start singing and I just cry because like so much was built up inside of me, and like music has always been my conduit, you know, of
Yeah.
so you know,
It's like, well, and even when you grow out of like, when you're growing out of your like your defeated skin, or like who you used to be, and like even looking back at your life, like it's a movie. It's almost like being that vulnerable kid again by going back to that girl who 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 was in Pentecostal church.
yeah,
That
absolutely.
that's heavy. That's
Told I
heavy.
have my own ideas, who was told that boys are better than girls, and you know, I was never told that outright, right? But it was always implied. Like, oh, you know, it's the manipulation shit. You know, like that people that want to have control over you do to you. They don't ever outwardly say, you know, smart manipulators never outwardly say, you have to do this, because they know you're going to fight back against that, right? But they manipulate you and take away your power piece by piece by piece.
Well, and they have to still try being a female in the music industry. But you're a tough one. Yeah, I could only imagine. I mean, you come to the gate. I think they probably know out the gate not to play games with you.
So yeah, it's funny because like people will be, and I'm not even gonna name names, but there's people that I've done songs with, and they're like, yeah, man, I don't know, I'm not gonna sign that paper. I'm like, dope, bro, because we're not gonna do this fucking feature then. Like,
Right.
bro, like you're gonna sign my paperwork, and if you don't, like, then much respect and love, but I'm not giving you $1. I'm not stupid. I've been fucked enough to know how not to get fucked. Okay,
Right.
like people, like I've just seen it all. Like, you know, like, well, pretty goddamn close to it. I don't want to know if there's anything else that I still yet need to see. I don't want to fucking know.
I don't want to know that shit.
I
Keep
mean,
that shit over there.
a lot. And you know, like, you know, Frederick, he's watching Junior right now in the other room. But you know, when we started, like, it was just me and Frederick, like me and this other white motherfucker, you know, like before white rappers were cool. Like, this is a long time ago. And we walk into these fucking open mics, and people would try and steal my microphone, and people would like threaten to beat my ass and all types of shit. Like, you know,
Really?
oh yeah, bro. Yes. I was okay. Chicago is a very segregated city, if y'all don't fucking know that shit. Like, if you're white, you just don't go fucking certain places. But that never fucking stopped me, because I'm like, all right, well, nobody wants to book me for a show. I'm gonna go post up on this fucking corner, and I'm gonna pop my trunk, and I'm gonna sell CDs and rap for people until somebody lets me in somewhere. And it was crazy, and I should be dead, but I'm fucking not, you know, because I was supposed to be here. And I'm supposed to be there where I'm going to be in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, you know? But yeah,
Twista or Tech Nine?
that's not a fair question.
Ah!
That's really not a fair question. I'm just not going to answer that, because there's a reason why both of them are amazing. And, you know, having had actual real live conversations with both of them, which I'm not going to repeat because it's setting confidence, and it's, you know, it's just such an honor to be able to have had those kind of conversations with them. And it takes you to a level of understanding with people that are that successful, that holy shit, wow, bro. Like, I am going to quote a little piece of what, you know, like, Twista told me in one of our conversations, because I don't think you'll mind. I won't go too deep into it, but he's like, I can remember, you know, I had my first like success, and then I was still riding the bus, and people are like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, riding the bus to a 9 to 5. Like, he's like, what the, and everyone's like, wait, that's you. We're listening to you, bro. And like, you know, people that are saying strange music all day, like, you guys don't know the inner workings of how those people work either. You only see what's on the outside. So like, my opinion is going to be a lot different than somebody looking
Well,
in.
because you've worked with every member of Strange Music officially released besides Tech. You don't have a song with Tech yet.
So I actually, funny enough, I have submitted a couple songs to him, and he's like, "Hey man, we just haven't found the right track yet." He's like, when we find the right track, like when you submit the right track, then we'll know. Like, he's not saying he's not going to do it, but he personally, you can't pay Tech Nine to get on a track. I mean,
Right.
it's going to be like 50 grand. I'm never doing that. I'm sorry. But, like, to me, I want you to get on a track with me because you love it and you respect it. And like,
you can't really pay Royce to get on a track neither. Can't
do you what?
You can't pay Royce to get on a track neither.
5'9" doesn't do features. Like, he really doesn't, I swear to God. And he certainly does not fucking do features and videos.
And y'all got a whole video and everything. That is so nuts.
Like,
oh, man.
Like, you know what he told me, bro? Like, it's so crazy. He's like, he literally turned, the last thing Royce said to me before he walked out of the fucking building, he turned around, he's like, you, I fuck with you. You're going to make it. He's like, mark my words. I fucking see it. You're going to make it. And he turned around and walked out of the fucking video shoot.
Yo, bro, from the places you've been to moments like that, like, holy shit. Like, how do you even react normally?
I'm like, oh my God. Like, okay, even if I never find like this huge financial success in this shit, right? Like, just the fact that, whoa, mind blowing, like, so fucking amazing and cool. Like, I'm so humbled by the fact that our higher power allowed me to walk this path and got to have these experiences. And like, you know, I literally get on my hands and knees and I pray and say thanks every single day, twice a fucking day. When I wake up in the morning, I do my thanks rituals. And when I go to sleep at night, I do my thanks rituals because I'm so thankful. Like, I can't even ask for things. I literally, when I pray, I just say thank you. All the things you're doing
More
for me.
people need to be like that. I don't think that is a, like, oh, my life is too good to ask for anything. I think that's a choice to be appreciative of what you have, that more people should make that decision.
It's insane. Like, I'm so humbled by the fact, like, just even where I'm at right now, like, to be able to say that I was like with Royce the 5'9", I recorded a track with him. I did a video with him. He turned around and said, yeah, you're going to make it. I'm about to drop a, you know, like, and the fact that like all these powers are working against me. I used to be depressed about that, but now I'm like, oh my God, that means I'm close.
Because I was gonna say, it does seem like there's people who don't want you to win.
Like, crazy ass shit. Like, Spotify went through my shit and they're like, you have to prove that you're like using accurate promotional tactics. I'm like, how can you prove that? Like that, like they literally yanked a whole album of mine down. So Poppin' Chips went viral. Like every strip club in Dallas and way beyond was playing that song multiple times a shift. Like, and my numbers started exploding and they're like, oh, this is happening too fast. This must mean this is happening and that's happening. This doesn't make sense. So they yanked my entire album down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
we're actually gonna wipe all your plays and wipe all your followers, and you can just start from scratch.
But you make sure that you maximize your features. So, they're gonna do numbers. You make sure that it's properly promoted. You make sure that you get videos with the artists, that your investment is protected. So can you give artists any advice for landing features like those?
Not really, dude, because like me, like,
I know it's completely different for like every artist and getting into those doors. But
okay, so like you're gonna have a budget, dude. Like, really, like you have to have a budget, and then like my manager is the one that hooked me up with most of my shit. You know, like I'm really thankful to have Kenny. Of course, they have to approve the feature, right? But Kenny is the one that opened the door for me. So
And
like,
Kenny is a hip hop connoisseur.
yeah.
He be digging through the fucking crates, the interviews, all that.
And like we'll be talking about going like grocery shopping. He's like, "Oh, that was E40's manager. My bad." I was like, "How do you even fucking talk to all these fucking people? Like what?" Like it blows my mind that like the person that I'm with, you know, just all this shit that we've done. Like it's just so normal to me. Like, but it's amazing.
Yeah, you get everything that you never had. How did you trust men though? How like, oh, it's so funny. I mean, we're still in this or that, but you've literally taken my brain so many places because it's almost like you've taken everything that was supposed to break you and you've got a love-hate relationship with all of it. It's like you understand the purpose of your surroundings, the good and the bad.
So yes, I constantly have to stay like present in the moment and understand that like I have really bad PTSD, like super bad. Like people don't see it, but like I really, really struggle on a daily basis, you know, like suicidal thoughts and you know, just like panic attacks and stuff from PTSD. But I constantly use it to remind me that all of this, like you said, was for a purpose. So think about the first thing I told you when we started this interview, that homeless lady, right?
Yeah.
Think about that homeless lady. You know, now I'm looking at her and I'm like, this could have been me.
Oh
my God, yes. Like I was one bad decision away from being like really her. And I wasn't far off from being her. I just wasn't using as hard of drugs as her, you know. So thank God for that. And you know, we're all one bad decision away from a different life. And some people forget that, and that's why they get punished in either this life or the next life.
Do you try to, like, with the girls that you manage and stuff like that, do you try to be the manager that you've never had or like and school them through that?
You know, it's so funny that you said that because girls ask me all the time, like, you made so much money dancing. Like, I'm kind of like a legend in strip club. In that.
Okay.
No, it's true. Like,
how tall are you? You're short too, right? This is short gang in the building, correct?
Yeah. So I literally, like, dude, I'm like kind of a legend in Dallas as far as like I have cash out records at different strip clubs. Like most money ever made by one dancer in a single night. Like literally in multiple clubs in Dallas, multiple clubs across the US. Okay, so and girls will ask me that know me. They're like, why?
How do you feel about? Oh, go on with that.
Yeah. They're like, why would you become a manager when you're taking a huge pay cut? I'm like, because it was time for me to show others how to do what I could do. You know, people are always like, retire when you're on top.
And you don't let them break your record, though. You don't give them the skills to break your record.
Oh, I would love for them to break my record.
Okay, well, because that's
that means she's a good ass teacher. She did her job.
Like to me, it is for you to break my record, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't care about titles. Okay, like I should have won so many fucking awards by now that I got cheated out of, like especially these local awards. I'm like, who the fuck is that motherfucker winning an award over me? You know, like, but I don't care about that because my whole purpose in life is not to fucking get trophies. There's no trophies for the shit I do. Okay, my whole purpose in life is so that I can help other women that went through the shit I went through and help them do a better job coming out on the other side than I did.
Definitely. I mean, it's kind of like, because I regret it all the time. I hated school so much, and I feel like I should have became a principal. Because that's how you change the school system. That's how you change the things that you despise, is becoming in a place of of power. I try to encourage people to get into politics, get involved in all that stuff, because I know we hate it. But until we understand it and have any power in it, what can we actually do?
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, it's the same thing, same principle. I just have a lot of janky managers, people that took advantage of me, people that stole from me, people that pimped me out when I didn't want to be pimped out, you know, like, and I was like, you know what? If I could just teach 10 girls how to do what I could do, what I do, not only would I quadruple their income, but I would be able to make the same income that I'm making dancing as a manager. I just need to be able to show 10 girls how to do what I do. So it's all about benefiting the girls. I always put the girls first, always.
For sure.
First, the girls are number one. The girls are number one above the club. Because without girls, there's no club.
Right. Well, and that's a problem with a lot of strip clubs. They don't understand that. And so cities be missing out.
You know,
You're able to get prettier girls and everything that way.
well, and you get if you take care of the girls, it's going to pass on to the guests, and that's going to pass on to you, and it's just a trickle down effect. You have to start where it matters, which is with the girls. And I don't just like, hey, here's how you make money. Like, I actually ask them, like, do you need help fixing your credit? Do you need help in life? Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, and actually try and help them, like, really legit help them.
For
You know?
sure. Ask the next this or that question.
Okay. This one's deep.
Oh, Jesus.
Braids or fades?
You know, I don't know. It just depends on the person, I think. I think it
For
depends.
sure.
I think I kind of grew out of the braids thing, because I'm like, man, like, that's like, you know, I really like.
Didn't Jess say that was like 2000? Didn't she say leave that back in 2000 or something like that?
Yeah, braids be getting shit on Let's Vibe TV. It's crazy.
The braids are cool, but it depends on the person that's wearing them. You know, like if they're like, "Hey, I'm a gangster," like, no, I'm so over that shit.
Like Snoop with a fade? That'd be wild.
That'd be
not the same.
That's true.
Lil Wayne with a fade
would be it, yeah.
That's funny. Is
Sir Wayne
not gonna do that.
Now, producer wise, Kato or Wishmaster?
I just think it depends on the vibe you're going for. You know what I'm saying? I think they both have really great stuff, and I think they're constantly making, you know, they're constantly making new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I have I've worked with him. You know,
yeah, you got a lot of Kato beats.
Yeah, he's dope. There's no denying.
I'm gonna be honest. I like his production. I can't stand Kato's ass personally, though.
What?
Bro, I can't.
He's so dope. He's so humble. He actually talks to his.
He
like,
should have
if you
came to the
DM
strip
him,
club with
he
me.
will respond. Like,
bro,
unless you're on some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
I just
is that hot that he's responding to you? Because I don't know.
What's that?
I said, is he just responding to you because you're hot? Because I've heard like opposite things. From
you think I'm hot?
Yeah, he doesn't respond.
Ooh. Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he responded. So
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't respond to a lot of people. He does act bougie. Like, that's my biggest problem with Kato. Like, Kato, dog.
Because I work with this guy, can we move past this conversation? Because I don't want to give my input.
Right.
I'm speaking. These are my opinions on the man. These is me.
I don't want to.
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer. Just move along.
This is a disclaimer.
Not that serious.
No, because they need to know this story with Kato. It's a funny story. It's not a bad one.
Okay.
He didn't come. Look, it was me, Ritz, and my brother, Futuristic.
Oh, Kato did respond to Kenny too. So
that's how we got those beats in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying he responded to me. I've never said he didn't respond. So I'm just saying he didn't go to the strip club with me, Kato. I'm with me, Ritz, and Jaron Benton, and we had a blast. We went to the midget strip club out here, the old lady and midget strip club, and we had a blast. And he could have just came and kicked it with us.
Well, the thing is too, like,
Like it was the
and
Waffle House.
this is the thing too, though. Like, you know, you never know what somebody's going through in that present day. Like, and a lot of times,
Situation. You right.
and like, I hate to say I'm even a celebrity because I don't feel like it. Even if I was like, had a trillion followers, I wouldn't feel like a celebrity. But anyways, it's fucking weird. Like blue check, whatever. You know, like, you never know what somebody's going through because they can't really just sit there and be like, hey, I'm going through all this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not how it works. You have no idea on the back end, unfortunately, you know, so it's hard to say.
We're gonna have Wishmaster on here tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's gonna be an interview with Wishmaster. He will be in the building talking about his new competition with Chris Calico. We need the Kenny. If you can drop the pre-order link to Jay Ira, the Sexy Psycho, and Royce the 5'9's new joint. Y'all watching? Pre-order this shit. I cannot wait to hear it. I'm sad they did not give me the preview of the joint, but we are in the building. I mean, that's a hell of an exclusive.
Right? All they give you is like my singing, the hook. You can hear like 10 seconds of it. That's it.
I see.
They don't give you like the normal 30 second. I don't think it's like 10 seconds, like of just me singing.
I see. So, what do you prefer, a girl best friend or a guy best friend?
Neither.
Okay. Next question.
I mean, I'm just. I don't really. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't really have friends. Like, I really don't. And I don't really want them. Like, I'm like weird like, I'm kind of like Aspergery in that, if that's an adjective, in that.
Aspergery.
Like Asperger's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what that is? Like,
I know what it is, yeah.
But like, you're like, meh, like all the social shit is like not, you're just like, whatever. Because I think it's because of my brain damage and my PTSD and stuff. I'm not saying I don't like people or enjoy being around people, but to me, best friend is like, oh, my boyfriend.
You and ain't nobody really earns that title. Who the fuck is holding anybody down like that besides your family?
Like, what makes you the best?
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, so like, I look at people in my life and who I call my brother, I guess you would call like my best friend. You know what I mean? But he's my brother. He's my family. Like my little sister who passed away, that was my fucking best friend. But that was my sister.
Right.
So it's hard for me to say best friend. Once I lost my best friend, who was my little sister, and I'll never be able to replace her. So I'm never going to bother trying.
I feel that.
Yeah, facts.
And that was one of the first statements out the gate made when I played that video. PTSD, all that stuff. And there's a lot of misinformation about it. A lot of people only associate it with like, oh, you were in combat.
Yeah, but there's different kinds of combat though. People forget that. Do you know what it's like to be kept in a dog cage by a sex trafficker and beat every day? Do you know what that's like? Because that's pretty fucking traumatic. You're gonna have PTSD from that. You know, like, you know what it's like to, you know, entrust your whole life with somebody and then find out, you know, years later that they're a pimp and they're going to ruin your life and you're stuck because they own fucking everything and you have no choice but to sell your fucking body to try and get out of a fucking hole. Do you know what that's like? No, because you're going to have PTSD from that. Do you know what that's like to be, you know, beaten and abused on a daily? Well, guess what? You're going to have PTSD from that. It's insane to me how people could think that only somebody that's been to actual overseas war could have PTSD. Like, you can go through worse shit. There's people in your neighborhood. There's kids in your neighborhood going through worse shit than that right now.
And the world doesn't understand that is the saddest
But they do.
thing.
They do understand that,
They
but
want to turn their eye to it, or what would you say? Because I felt like a lot of people don't feel like sex trafficking or people who fall into it are foolish. And I mean, so like I felt like it was really important to have you on here to dispel a, a couple of like the myth of it and bring humanity and context to it, because I feel like a lot of people turn a blind eye to it. What up, Quay? What up, Quay? I see you in the building.
sex trafficking is a really serious situation. And for people that think that it's just a choice, like a conscious choice, some people they do make that conscious choice. Like, I want to sell my body, I want to do this, I want to give all my money to a guy. But that's a very small percentage. A
What
lot
up, Vietnam?
washed into that. So most sex trafficking situations don't just happen like, hey, guess what, bitch? My name is Benjamin, and I'm gonna make you fuck for money, and you're gonna give me everything. That's not how the fuck it starts. Okay? They find girls that are vulnerable. They find girls that don't have a support system. They find girls that actively have are kind of like, I'll give up everything in pursuit of this dream.
Right.
Right? So that's kind of what happened with me. That's kind of how I got that kind of happened. You know, it's like, hey, you know, like, I can help you with your music, but we got to do this, this, this. And then slowly but surely, my rights were taken away. And slowly but surely, he gained power over me. So by the time I realized what was going on, he had all my music, all of my masters. He owned the rights to everything. He had all of my money. I had no
Because they don't care about that. They'll know the business and let you just work and tell you things are gonna be okay too.
So that's what I'm saying. Oh, trust me. If you
And
really, if you don't trust me, this isn't gonna work. You know, like I never blindly trusted anyone before or after that. That was the first and last blind trust I ever.
and you even explained in one of your interviews that somebody said, "Oh, my cousins," and then it wasn't their cousins even.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So there was multiple times I tried to like veer out on my own and get away from my like long-term pimp, and I would always end up in a worse situation. So I always went back to him. But that's what he planned on. He used me and abused me, but he knew the level he could do it to where I would always come back. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Um, I'll take 90% of your money instead of 100. Do you see what I'm saying? I will.
Yeah, and that's yeah, and that sound like you don't have.
Would like pass me on to other people without me realizing it happened. Like, oh yeah, go get this chick. These are her likes, these are her dislikes. She's gonna do anything as long as you convince her that she's gonna make it in the music industry. I never even knew the guy that I was seeing after him knew him. Okay? Like, this was an elaborate plot where they all took a piece of my money. And they were all getting paid for it. It's a sex trafficking ring. It's exactly what it is. Let's call it what it is. Like, and what's the disgusting thing is,
Well,
it's
and people
like,
think that it has to be.
the
Yeah,
industry glorifies it. Like, oh, I'm gonna pass this chick around. Oh, my bitch, this bitch gave me all her money. Well, guess what, you fucking fairy fucks?
well,
Fuck
and that's what they're
you.
talking about, and it gets
It's fuck.
disguised as
You think it's fucking cool, and it's fucking not. And now
for
you just
sure.
found out the exact reason why they would never let me into the top. Okay?
Well, and because the
Behind
video shoots,
the
all that are, yeah. Well, and the thing is, it happens right before their eyes, but the word has so much negative connotation that they think it's a way darker thing. And like, no, you're watching part of the process.
Yep. You're watching it every day. You're glorifying it. You're commenting on Hoodville, laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all part of it. It's creating a culture where it's okay to use and abuse fucking women and laugh at it. Like, I don't
That's
see how it's funny.
no, not
Sex trafficking is ever funny. Like, I don't get how people could laugh at it.
They don't know what's going on. They don't see it as that. Even on OnlyFans, there's even their meetups, blah blah. Like there's, and that's a whole other new problem that's taking place.
I'm all for like women that want to sell sex for money. That's their body, and they can do that. But when they're being coerced into it and manipulated to do things that they don't want to do, and manipulated to think they're going to be unsafe if they don't hand over their earnings from their body, that's when I have a problem. I have zero prostitution. I think it's perfectly fine. I think there's nothing wrong with a man being like, hey, are you comfortable with this? I want to take care of you and I want to enjoy intimacy with you. You know, and it's up to the woman. It's not bad. It's not negative for her to say no, and it's not negative for her to say yes. It's her body, her choice.
Fat Joe was just doing an interview, and he was talking about the P&B Rock situation. P&B Rock just got murdered.
Yeah.
He got robbed. And he said that he used to be a stick-up kid, and he's not quite against stick-up kids, but he's against killing. And that statement. I mean, I feel like any guy who's suggesting that is willing to do whatever, because that's illegal off the gate. It's kind of like if you rob somebody, with the amount of like law that goes into that, you can do time. You might as well kill somebody. If you're willing to rob somebody, you're willing to kill somebody. Would you say that the line between like forcing somebody and wanting to be, you think that's like, because people are on Fat Joe's ass about his statement, because if somebody's willing to do that, they're willing to kill. How, like, so, and not that they're willing to kill if they're prostituting, but they're willing to force them, like they're willing to, it's already illegal. You like, I don't feel like there's a nice pimp.
I think that's completely untrue.
Okay.
So there is, okay, so now I might piss some people off here. But okay, fuck it. I'm gonna piss some people off. So there is there is levels of being a pimp. There is good, what you would call good pimps. But are they really pimps? Would you really call them that? Because they're like predators. Okay, there are girls that need help getting out. Okay, like, yeah, me and Kenny's relationship, it's different than what most people would think, right? But
Kenny left the room.
Yeah, but it's true because okay, Kenny kept me grounded. I needed him at a point to keep me grounded. And Kenny kept me focused. I needed him at that point to keep me focused. Sometimes I still do. Kenny was always the one being like, hey, we got to put up money for this. Hey, we got to do that. Kenny never made me do anything. It was of my own volition, and he helped me get to a better place in life where I could have solid credit, have a paid off car, have an awesome house. So would I ever call him a pimp? No. But would some people? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really fucking care. You know why? Because he changed my life and he took me in and he saved my life. But then again, I've had a guy that's like, you're going to give me all your money. You're going to do this and beat me.
Who didn't want good for you. Right.
You know,
and he worships you. So he cherishes you. So, yeah.
What is the difference? Think about this. Let's get fucking logical now, okay?
Okay.
Now, more people off. Let's get fucking logical. What's the difference? Okay? A man has a piece of paper saying you fucking agree to it. It's the only fucking difference. A smart pimp will
Between
never put their hands on you, will never make you do anything that you didn't agree to. What's the difference? When you sign a fucking piece of paper with those record labels, you think they don't own your bitch ass? Yes, they do. And you better do everything they say. They're not going to beat you up, but they're going to sue you, and they're going to take everything you got in your motherfucking life.
they're gonna be polite. Yeah,
I'd rather-
blatant polite pimps. That's why I don't. That's why
Polite
I,
pimps.
yeah, no, they are. I say all the time, I'll never sign to a major label.
Every manager is a pimp, and every rapper or entertainer
Look,
or model that's signed.
I don't even do
And if you
sponsors
don't
because
like
of the
that
pimphood of it.
definition, you should be in the music industry.
Yeah.
In the entertainment industry. You don't
I
have
agree fully that they're the same. It's why there's no sponsors or anybody trying to tell me what to say on this podcast, who I can have trying to force guests. Nah, we don't do any of that here. What up, Jay? Well,
$1 million. I'm gonna fucking do a song and dance for you too. I might just juggle some balls. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know why?
Now it's a party.
Decide is okay for you, and nobody else has the fucking right to judge what you deem is okay for you as an individual. That is our fucking problem in this society. Everybody wants to tell everybody what's right and wrong without offering a better fucking solution. Well, shut the fuck up.
and without understanding the position of the people who. And that's one thing that I really realized through listening to you is that for some people that their world, that's what's in it, and it's a sad reality of life that people turn a blind eye to. And they do it in a lot of ways. Even like people who call Atlanta rappers mumble rappers and Chicago rappers ignorant. Like, no, they're speaking on what they know and where they're from, and like
Then yes, and then some people know. I feel like we cannot make a blanket statement about like all rappers from here do this or
well,
all.
they tried to write off a lot of very articulate and intelligent MCs as mumble rap, from like 21 Savage, Young Thug. Like Slime Language is a real, like he's speaking in code. The cops figured it out eventually, but like they're all speaking in code. Chief Keef, Asperger's, there's mental health, there's PTSD, a lot of things like that shape their responses. Even obviously you got to know better than some things, but even like Rich Homie Quan lost his whole career over smoking weed holding a baby, but he's from a place where that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's totally normal. Like I've never come on, Chicago, people are smoking crack holding babies, bro. Like, what do you mean?
And so when people write them off,
but at the same time, when you get that blue check, you better watch what the fuck you do. And you
well, the thing is, the things that they were doing is what got them the blue check. Like even bro, this look, the things I do on this show build momentum for the show. But I was just thinking about it. Like the more people who see it, there's the more consequences of your actions. Even what you said about cussing, all that, they're gonna completely try to dictate what I can do on this format. I've watched the YouTubers have to, like the way that these videos are censored now. It makes sense why, because it's for adults. Every time I go live, and not everything I post on YouTube is for adults. But like I didn't even think about that when I started my YouTube career and things like that. But it affects so many bottom lines with it all. But like those are the things that got them there. If rapping and their beefs is how their raps got highlighted. So now they got to stop beefing. You know, it's like a
welcome to the real world.
And you know these things, like you're a champion for a lot of people who don't have a voice or get misrepresented. You're also in a scene that does not like the kind of rappers I'm talking about.
Yeah and no. Like I don't really you'll see with my new stuff. I'm not really like underground like that anymore. Like you'll see. I'm just gonna let you see for yourself. I mean, I mean,
I can't wait. I can't
I'm
wait.
true to my
We're here because we want it. We're here for all that. We're here.
like my Project Pat song. You're gonna be like, that's not how you fucking rap.
Oh shit!
Oh, did you not know about that? Yeah.
I knew you'd been talking with Project Pat.
No, I got a song with it.
I mean, and you got songs with Bubba Sparks and people like that, and that song is a banger. And you have catchy hooks, like even she gets it done. Like I know King Cash. He's a cool like that song is catchy as fuck, but it has bars too.
That's the whole point. You'll see. You'll see what's coming. It's just I can't really say too much about it because it's like hearing it and describing it is two different things. Like telling somebody what birthday cake ice cream tastes like and then actually eating it. Like, no, bitch, that eating it is so much better.
Oh man.
I don't know. Like, just in general, like, I'm just at this point of my elevation where it's like, I used to want to make it so bad. And now I'm like, had to really sit and find myself. Like, after my sister died, and then my baby daddy died, and my adopted dad died, and all like in this right boom, 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 back to back. I really had to like step back and like reevaluate, like, who am I? What am I doing? Why? You know, like it made me really question if I even wanted to live anymore. So I had to dissect my entire life. And like, I'm just coming into this point where I feel like I'm just finally about to, like, not to sound corny, but emerge from my cocoon and come out as this butterfly. You know, I feel like this is like, a better way of saying it would be like I'm finally have burned enough where the phoenix can rise from the ashes.
Hey! You know, and even a sign. We got Ashley Phoenix in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, I fucking love it. You know, like it's a real thing. Like you have to burn to make.
I call it. I heard Oprah say it. Unfortunately, she said you either break down or break open with what life gives you.
Well, and you know what? You break down and then break open when you're really building a real story. It's okay to break down. It's okay.
Because that's a part of it. You gotta drive yourself crazy.
Failure.
Got to.
Me and Kenny just had this conversation earlier. I'm like, part of growth is failure. Failing is exciting to me now. I used to hate it, but
because that means you're entering a whole new territory.
Well, and then you know where you're standing too. You know where you're starting. You know,
when shit gets hard, it means you leveled up. When shit gets harder, congratulations. You just fucking hit the next level, bitch. What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, in reality, I can sit back and I can be like, damn, why'd I get beat? Damn, why'd I get raped? Damn, why did I fucking get all my money stolen for 10 years? Damn, why do I have this shitty relationship with my parents? Damn, why does everybody hate me? Damn,
figuring out why is important.
Or I can be like, these things happened and shaped me and made me who I am. And I appreciate for that. You know, I don't need to know why my parents hate me. That's their problem, not mine. I don't need to know why, you know.
And what I meant is more how it affects you and how to get through, how to come to it. I hate feeling like I don't understand. And I feel like I grow when I find something to make it make sense to me, even if it is something as simple as what you said. That's their fucking problem.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like my dad, my father. When I say my father, I don't refer to my biological dad. I refer to my adopted dad. So to make that distinction. You know, my father used to say, other people's opinions of you is none of your fucking business.
That's simple. Yeah, no. I mean, in the music industry, opinions is your business to a certain extent.
Yeah, you're always gonna have people. Okay, so let's say you have three options, A, B, C, right? Do thing one, do thing two, or do nothing. No matter what choice you choose, someone's gonna hate it.
Somebody gonna be mad. Yep.
No matter what choice you choose, somebody's gonna be happy. No matter what choice you choose, somebody's gonna be mad. Why is it your fucking business? When you start letting the influence of other people influence your fucking actions, besides those people that are in your inner circle, you fucked up. You fucked up.
For sure.
Gives a fuck what they think. Like, that's why I wanted to become solid financially before I really started doing my music again. Because, like, I'll be goddamned if I get in a situation where my music is starting to pop and I don't have enough money and I have to take some kind of shit-ass sellout deal where they control everything I do.
Because that's what they prey on. They literally prey on that.
But they can't do that to me because I'm fine now.
Because we got our money up.
Like, I'm not rich, but we're comfortable.
Yo, y'all watching. Be sure to pre-order her new song coming out. You tell them why they should. Go ahead.
So, like, Drowning is a really deep song, and it's not deep like my other songs. Like, it's like, this is the song, like, I could not write. Kenny's like, you gotta write, you gotta get this shit out. Like, I literally threw my phone. I was like, dude, I'm gonna kill myself. I almost shot myself in the head. Like, this is a real story. Like, you know, wow. I could not fucking, I could just not write. I hated music so much because I knew I would never be able to share it with my sister. I knew I would never be able to share it with my father because they were gone, you know? So I hated everything about it. Like, I was so fucking mad because for so long I was just chasing after this fucking dream and forgot to spend more time with my baby sister, forgot to spend more time with my dad, you know, like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. I'll move her down to Texas tomorrow. You know, it was always the next day and it never happened. So this song is me when I finally got to express how I really felt. This is that song. This is a song for people that have hit that low. This is a song for people that felt so low that they didn't even want to live anymore.
Before we get off of here and before we close it, we're going to play your video to Losing My Mind with Ritz. So,
I mean, and that would tie into it. Like, that was more of my, like, so the Losing My Mind is like the struggle, like, of me getting sober and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Hi, Junior. The struggle of, like, me getting sober and, you know, going through that in the industry, like, struggling to become sober. And, like, Drowning is more like, damn, I'm sober, but, like, I'm dealing with all these other issues. You know what I mean? So, just different.
For sure. Here is Losing My Mind.
So smooth, but I lose anyway. Mind in a race, why am I seconds late for a date to be great? Feeling time slip away. Couple dollar short, few screws loose as a late. Friends fake say they love me, but they lie to my face. Undercover haters over dying this race, trying to give them all a handout, man, what a waste. Wish I never tasted the fame, cause it seems living in a nightmare, made up all my dreams. Every time I move, I gotta pay another fee, and I'm running out of funds, man, it's really getting deep. In over my head, sweat is dripping to my feet. Blizzards start to bleed as I fall into my knees. Gotta get back up, cause my mission not complete. So I'm going, getting speed, sprinting, crying as I scream. Man, I can't quit, no, I ain't done yet. Game gone against me and it's stack that deck. Money on me feeling they gon' lose that bet. In my competition praying that I lose my head. Only choice is success, that's what they don't get. Rappers playing stainless so they ain't no threat. Long as the heart is beating in my chest, I'm coming for the platinum and they settling for less.
I think I'm losing my mind. Feel like I'm running out of time. Something deep inside ain't right. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. My line. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing my mind?
When I write
been on discount. A shark in the water, but the brim in big mouth. Bad, so when I'm lately, I'm like, what, when, how? Where do I take a turn? Every sin I've been now. Where do I swim now? About to drown in debt. The positivity I had to where the industry is gone. Right along with the 300,000 I had. Drop a drunk cloud, a wreck in the back of infinity. Instantly drove away if I get caught, I'm fucked. I got Canada booked, I can't cancel. I travel abroad, I still a shot from the loss I took. I need to cut my dead ends off locks of law. Like I've been fighting God above it, now he's taking off his boxing gloves. But in reality, he's probably looking down on me, frowning on me and Satan sharing lobster launch. Shot it out the con, someone that I probably hate if he met me, cause I'm similar to Jekyll and Hyde. But my temperature's flying, it be like a bomber plane. Fixated on committing murder, what was dark a place. Turning the plots and ways that I can put it all, start to pray. I spend an hour in the alleyway, waiting to salivating for a taste of a human's blood. Think I'm saying if a shot, if I do now, I ain't, I'm just losing it.
I'm losing my mind. Feel like I'm running out of time. Something deep inside ain't right. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. My mind. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing my mind? I think I'm losing my mind. Feel like I'm running out of time. Something deep inside ain't right. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. My mind. I think I'm losing it. Am I losing it? I think I'm losing it. Am I losing my mind?
Yo, I gotta say, so are the new videos too gonna have those messages tied into it at the end to just like shit all over our lives at the end and like hit home like that? Because it's literally like it's like a face melt at the end every time. It's like, damn.
So it's not going to be the exact same thing, but there's always
Always guarantee.
videos. So like I literally actually cry in the drowning video. Like you can see the tear come out of my eyes, and um because it's real. It's real emotion, and that so the drowning thing was more of an expression like of really me grieving my sister, and it's so important that people have something like that, because like I didn't have a song I could play and really feel close to her. Does that make sense? I
Yeah,
that
entirely.
song.
I,
I
I've
want
lost a friend in a very similar situation. So
I want people to be able to put on that song and grieve. I want people to put on that song when they're feeling that low, and it helped them know that they're not alone. And I hope that video also helps. We'll put it that way. There's not the plot's not technically detailed like the Twista video, but the emotion that comes through it, if that makes
well,
sense.
there was a bunch of detail in that video.
My drowning video.
Okay, yeah. I loved how the stadium went from empty to packed, the pouring the
So
liquor out, the car conversation, all like,
yeah,
and you edited that video.
yeah. So
No.
me and Blurry edited it together, and sadly, actually, Blurry overdosed while he was editing that video. He overdosed at his desk, and he died while he was editing that video that we just watched.
Wow.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I've been through bad shit in my career, and like Blurry was teaching me how to do videos. Like really how sitting down, like, hey, this is the technique you use, that's the technique you use. Like I've always like helped help edit my videos, but like he really started teaching me how to really do it on my own. And like just when I got the call that he had overdosed at his desk, I mean, I was just it was fucked up. We'll put it that way. So I've dealt a lot with overdose. I've dealt a lot with death. Um, Dealt a lot with losing people to the streets, and nothing compares to losing my little sister. So,
What up, Kayla? What up, Kayla? Just now joining us. We're nearing the end of this journey, but it's definitely worth going back and watching. She
yeah,
set an alarm and slept through it. Shout out Kayla for setting up
I know, right?
setting an alarm though.
Kayla's ruined.
We set alarms in this bitch.
oh, they're playing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, sorry. I mean, yeah, just in general, I can't wait for you guys to hear this track. It's part of a trilogy. The trilogy is the 3 stages I went through of grief.
Woo!
The first one is
Jeez.
drowning, which is the sadness. The second one is rage, bring young buck, which is obviously the anger. And then the third one is redemption, which is bounce back.
Oh my god.
So
I like that.
I love that.
emotion.
Yeah.
Can put the trilogy on part 1, 2, and 3 and go through your whole cycle of emotions of rehealing in 10 minutes.
I mean, and if like, look, your lyrics are so vivid, and like your storytelling and your songwriting, that I could only imagine what was put into each project. I'm sure you tell your story amazingly with perfect features. For all of them, we're here to support you on Let's Vibe TV. Hopefully, you come back when the album drops so we can enjoy it all together.
Yeah, so yeah, once this trilogy drops, I mean, I'm dropping them as singles, but it's a trilogy. But yeah, crazy enough, like my dad died while I was in the studio with Benny the Butcher.
Wow. Oh yeah, because Benny the Butcher is on the project.
Yeah, so my dad died literally while I was in the studio.
Shout out Griselda on there. Crazy.
Yep. So yeah, I dealt with a lot of shit the past year. That's why people are like, oh, why aren't you dropping music? I'm like, oh, because everyone's fucking dying, bitch. Shut the fuck up. You know,
They're
like,
gonna know. They're gonna know when you drop for sure.
oh, they gonna know, yeah, for sure.
You're gonna be like Kendrick talking about. I spent 10,000 days. Whatever he kicked, the first words of his album, he kicked it off. He lets us that whole album. He lets us know where the fuck he was the whole time he was gone.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite parts about it.
yeah.
Like
So
every fucking body.
it's gonna happen, and my time is coming. I don't know when it's coming, but I know it is. And
Look, your moment is every day. You're in a great spot. You got songs with literally legends. You got flowers growing all around you, and are inspiring all kinds of people in all kinds of ways. I'll say.
well, I mean, that's beautiful. I'm thankful. I'm just saying thank you for you guys for having me. You know, thank you for everything. Thank you to fucking God for even allowing me to get out.
Thank God. In the words of West Side Gun.
Yeah. thank God, dude, for like him helping me get out of that hole. Because without him and my ancestors, I'd be fucking dead.
Man, Royce the 5'9" and Benny the motherfucking Butcher.
Yep.
Come on, man. What kind of confidence do you gotta have to think that you can even rap with them niggas? I don't think I can rap with them niggas, man.
Well, it's different when they're telling you that you made them fucking rap harder.
Wow. We'll see. We'll see when it comes out, because them niggas got bars.
Yep.
They're known for rapping.
I think she could hold it. I think she could hold her own.
Woo.
Like I said, I'm blessed, you know, to be able to, no matter what I do, someone's gonna hate on me, so I don't really give a shit.
Right.
I know you guys are gonna love it. They loved it, and that's what's more important to me. The people that are legends that I respect were like, "Holy shit, you killed this shit!" Like I said, when Royce turned,
Benny,
fuck with
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher did my fucking video. He doesn't do people's videos like that, bro.
No, bro, you gotta understand. Benny and
They- they-
Griselda, like West Side, bro. They're on Kanye's album. They're on
yeah,
Donda. They're on Donda.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kanye trusts these people to write for him. That's Phoenix. Do you hear me? Do you understand?
That's the
You
last.
Donda.
Donda, 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 Donda,
I get
Donda,
it.
Donda.
When I finally make it, people are gonna be like, "How the fuck didn't you make it 10 years ago?" So it's gonna happen.
And yo,
And
everybody's the tortoise always beats the hare.
I'm glad I didn't, because like all of the things I got to experience in the meantime, between time, have
Make
just,
that sword sharper.
it's like been the coolest fucking roller coaster. Scary, but like fucking cool as shit. And I wouldn't replace it with anything in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Kayla says, "How strong do you have to be to drop an album and be recording and lose your dad? That's fucking hardcore. That's
Yeah.
fat. That's the, bro,
Facts.
That was right after my sister died too, like fucking like 3 weeks later. Like I just saw my dad at my sister's fucking funeral, and I was like, "Bro, we gotta catch up." Blah blah blah. He's like, "Man, I know you're like, you gotta like do your strip club management shit, because I just got like this huge job." And he's like, "We'll catch up later. We'll catch up later. It's no big deal." Blah blah blah. And the next time I heard from him, he texted me. He's like, "I'm going to the hospital and it doesn't look good." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean, bro? Like, I just want to let you know, like, I love you, bro." And like, that's literally the last thing I ever said to him.
damn.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean,
Watching me,
more people can more people can relate than what you think. Your story hits home on so many levels, and oh man.
I'm just excited. Like, it's kind of cool, because I always used to tell him, like, I wish I could take you everywhere. And I used to tell my little sister, like, man, you know, it breaks my heart, like, that my little sister never saw me perform a big show. But the cool part is,
She's seen every time. She got to be proud.
but now she's with me every.
Yeah. Oh, she's tuned all the way in. Clearly,
Yep.
she's seen everything.
Sure.
It's so crazy when they pass. It's almost like they become a part of us,
Yep.
and they help us grow and literally become wings on our backs.
I believe that.
So
He said, "I'm gonna come on stage too, bitches."
well, Ashley, don't dip off yet, but IRJA, the sexy psycho, we are completely honored and humbled to be in your presence.
Likewise. So I thank you guys. I'm gonna go eat this fucking burrito that Kenny.
Oh man, look, Let's Vibe TV. We be snacking out. We tell the audience to snack. It's literally, I like it to feel like a chat with friends from our guest to the audience. So, if you hear bags opening and shit, or burritos getting ate,
Interview should be. I don't do like shit and blah blah blah. I know things are.
Snack.
I don't think they're gonna come back to haunt me when I really actually make it. Things that I said, but I'm gonna look at people and tell them, be like, "You want me to be real or fake? Like, we all have thoughts like this, and if you want to crucify me, then so be it. I don't fucking need this money anyways, bitch."
You talk about it. No, literally. I mean,
fuck you, bitch.
Especially when you're as genuine as you are. You're literally as real as it gets.
I don't need to
from
be
your music. I was nervous at the beginning because you was like, okay. I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna be getting my head cut off this question. I mean, this interview in short questions, but it's gone amazing.
No, I'm just myself though. Like, I can't be anyone. I never try to be anything I'm not. I just fucking am, and that's what I am. You get me in the mood that I'm in. I'm transparent. I keep it fucking 1 million. Like, I don't give a fuck, like, if people like me or not. Like, but even if you don't like me, you're gonna respect all the things that I've been through. You're gonna respect my story, even if you don't like me, because you're just gonna be like, wow, it's fucking crazy, you know, like, and it just being myself and the ability to even be myself and love myself is something I never thought I'd have. So like, it's like, I'm so thankful for that. Like, I'm just like overflowing with thankfulness. Like, not to sound like a corny bitch, but like, dude,
No. Yo, you say things and they stick with me so firmly.
I'm
like
so thankful. Like, fuck, man. Like, I can't even. Yeah, there's shit I wish I could change, but I know it's not for me to change them. And how things are supposed to be are the way they are.
amen.
So
Well, it's been an honor having you on Let's Vibe TV. The music is everywhere, loaded with major features, major dope shit. Please pre-order her new single,
yeah,
Drowning.
and yeah, don't pay attention to the Spotify bullshit because they yanked all my shit down, little fuckers. But still save the fucking.
Fuck Spotify.
Yeah, I mean, they that shit up to me. They need to give me like $1 million in fucking promotional credits. Jesus Christ. They're like, oh yeah, you can re-upload it from zero. I was like, what? So you just took my streams, took my followers, and now you're like, oh yeah, but you can like restart from scratch. It's like, why? What? Like, I don't get it.
We got
because
we
they
got a
don't.
couple announcements after the show as well. Yeah. Well, after once Jay steps off the scene.
Yeah, so you guys can go to thesexycycle.com. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta pee. I gotta like eat some food and do like normal people shit.
Enjoy that burrito, girl.
You earned it.
So excited. All right, me and Junior out.
Bye.
So much. You guys are the best.
For sure. Yo, the best podcast. The best podcast. And you know it's extra lit on Ladies Night. So, Ashley.
Des.
We're going to be on scene. Well, wait. First off, you're going to be in Atlanta. So we might be doing a pod physically together soon. It's for her birthday weekend. So expect pictures in a whole movie event. Me and Ashley Phoenix and the Cecilia Fox will be taking over Atlanta for a couple days. She'll be making some new music.
Yeah, I got a whole project out there. I think we're doing 6 songs. It's a 6-song EP that I'm doing with my producer and engineer that are out there in Atlanta. So,
also, guess what? Oh yeah, and we will be in Arizona interviewing people in the audience, the celebrity performers, everybody, the performers of the night at Halloween.
I don't know how to say it. Go ahead and say it because I don't know how to say it.
Halloween, the inaugural Halloween. We will be in costume. We're figuring out what our costume is now. Y'all can make suggestions.
Yeah, what should I be for Halloween? Let me know.
What should she be for Halloween? I will be performing. Ashley, you're gonna have to come up there on stages. It's gonna be me, Damien, my brother, rocking out.
You know, funny story. I was supposed to be performing at something, and then I ended up not doing it because I was supposed to be in Atlanta. And the timing switched and changed and all that. And so now here I am. I'm gonna be here for that. And now you're asking me to be there with you instead.
Isn't that better though? Like, no.
Yeah. Like, hi, hey, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here anyways.
And working. Also, physical copies of the album. There'll be merch on deck. Physical copies of the album. Grab them. We will mail them to you for $15. We also got new merch.
What would?
When was the last time? When was the last time? When was the last time?
That was a PR move. I was letting you, get your.
Oh, I see.
I got
You're on some other yo, you're being such a Jersey girl tonight. I can't figure out. You just be putting on jackets and different shit and just be embodying whatever it is. And it has the tour dates on the back. When was the last time on the front? We also got the motherfucking hoodies.
Don't do it to him.
Yo, we got the motherfucking hoodies for you cold weather motherfuckers.
For
Y'all
you
can be
cold-hearted motherfuckers.
for you cold-hearted motherfuckers to keep your cold heart warm. So let us know what she should be. Oh, you never know what city we're gonna be pulling up on. You never know what city we're gonna be pulling the fuck up on. Yo, we're just getting started, Joe. Me and Ashley only been potting like a month. We probably got like 4 months.
The pod ship is running. The pod ship is running.
Yo, never mind. But so, yo, it's another amazing episode of LADIEZ NITE. Thank you for sticking around with us. Let's give our amazing co-host, Miss Phoenix, a round of applause. Yo, you got to give me that. What was that intro? No, I need more. Give me that intro you gave before the show started.
The man, the myth, the legend, Das Exotico.
That's only on game night.
But that's what I said, and you told me to say it again, so I did.
I thought you said exotic.
No.
What would Jesus do? And then we got Exotico in the building. She don't know my name, y'all. How do y'all feel about her not knowing? I'm joking.
You be fucking up people's names on the daily.
Damn, but guess what? When you're the host,
Our
you
own
get to
guest,
do all
too.
that shit.
So I don't want to hear your John Jacob Jingleheimer shit, okay?
You know what? I'm gonna get my black ass off of here. I'm sure
Okay.
you got snapped before I get roasted more.
Yeah.
This is why it's just not me and her on here. All right, we're out of here. Thank you for viewing another night of LADIEZ NITE.